are saying this person does not belong on the bench. I am grateful.
Going live for this. This is about the Epstein files. Trump and the Epstein files. Oh, turn this off.
The president has put enormous pressure on people in the Republican Party who stand up and do the right thing.
Even though they ain't finna do shit, they ain't finna do nothing to this fool.
Courage. In the first Trump administration, I saw them numerous times. I could tell you their names, from Corker to Flake. I saw my colleagues who, in times of great distress, stood up when we had a trial here. Multiple people said the president was guilty, who voted against judges that were not fit for the highest office in the land, who voted against nominees for
this is live.
This time and time again, the courage of Republicans in times of distress. I don't know of another case I have seen in my 14 years in the Senate where someone so unqualified for the bench is before us, but somehow right now it just seems to be too few Republicans willing to stand up with courage of their convictions, to call it like it is, to do their constitutional duty, to look squarely at the qualifications of this judge and see what plainly professionals, prosecutors, judges by the hundreds from both parties have come forward and said to this body, do not let him to go forward. There are just hours left before our final vote on this nominee. This is a time for another profile in courage. I'm hoping my Republican colleagues will look at the evidence and join with a conclusion held by so many patriots in our country and not let this man to the highest court, to one of our highest courts in the land. Thank you, Mr. President.
Chair recognizes the senator from Connecticut. Thank you.
Okay, so Senator Cory Booker there talking about a pretty high-profile pick that President Trump made. Remember, on the federal judiciary, those are lifetime appointments, and he tapped his former defense attorney and now DOJ official, Emile Beauvais there. So Democrats speaking out against the Beauvais nomination as the vote to confirm him will come up very soon here. And so however that vote pans out, we'll make sure to bring those numbers to you in the yay and nay column. But in the meantime, we're in a new hour. I'm Andrew Kraft. So what we want to do right now, we have a lot of these headlines to get to this hour. Remember, here on
all of his cult members are going to vote for this man, this monster.
The story of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. Well, we heard today from the federal judge there in Maryland. I want to put this up. This is a tweet from our colleague, Fox's Bill Mallusion, saying that Maryland federal judge Paula Zinnes has just issued an order that will block ICE from arresting Kilmar Abrego Garcia. And you see the Maryland man in quotations, as he has been often referred to as throughout the course of this story. So that would be upon his release on bail in Tennessee for his federal human trafficking charges here. So this is more of what we know according to the Associated Press, that a federal judge there in Maryland, Judge Paula Zinnes, has prohibited the Trump administration from taking Kilmar Abrego Garcia into immediate immigration custody if, and this is a big if, he is released from jail in Tennessee while awaiting trial on those human smuggling charges. So the U.S. District Judge there, Judge Zinnes, ordered the U.S. government to provide notice of 3 business days if ICE intends to initiate deportation proceedings against Abrego Garcia. Now, the judge also ordered the government to restore the federal supervision that Abrego Garcia was under before he was wrongfully deported to his native El Salvador back in March. That supervision had allowed him to live and work in Maryland for years while he periodically checked in with ICE. Now remember, Abrego Garcia became a prominent face in the debate over President Trump's immigration policies following his wrongful expulsion to El Salvador back in March. So remember, Trump's administration violated a U.S. immigration judge's order in 2019 that shields him from deportation to El Salvador because he likely faces threats of gang violence there. Now, the smuggling case stems from a 2022 traffic stop for speeding, during which Abrego Garcia was driving a car with 9 passengers. Police in Tennessee suspected human smuggling, but he was allowed to drive on. Now, U.S. officials have said they'll try to deport Abrego Garcia to a country that is not El Salvador, like maybe Mexico or South Sudan, before his trial starts in January, because they allege he is a danger to the community here. So had to get that on your radar.
Yeah, right.
Big update in that case. We're following it all here on live now. Let's take a quick commercial break.
No, they get away with this, then they're gonna be allowed to snatch people like any and everybody. They're gonna make it their job and their duty to come up in people's homes and do whatever the fuck they want to do. Okay? This is not about, stand up and fight for a whole different race. But what is wrong with people? Your brain's supposed to go a little bit further than that, okay? It's supposed to. Now, what this is really about is stopping Trump, at least trying to stop him, let's not make it easy. Let's not make it easy. Because this is going to be in our neighborhood soon. And in a minute, it's going to be up in our homes. All of ours, okay? All of our homes. This is all about trying to stop and show the people that's not decent people, them and the Trump administration, that we are not going to just fall down so easily. That's what it's really about, is standing up for yourself in general. Okay? So if we see a bully, messing with somebody, a child, versus, I would say a 6-year-old versus a 16-year-old, what are we going to do? Hopefully we don't turn our head and say, got nothing to do with that. Hopefully we show that person that they're not going to just keep on doing a child like that every time they have a chance to. Okay? And they're not going to continue to do it because we're saying something, we're doing something about it. That's the whole point, y'all. That's what Martin Luther King, that's why he marched. That's why people do what they do. The NAACP, which has been dismantled, shut down by Trump. And y'all really think that this man is really taking nothing from us? And then we have, I was at the store the other day. The prices went up. I wonder why. All those tariffs, right? And then a brother gets mad. This guy gets mad at the owner because the prices have went up. So he says to him, yeah, that's why Trump trying to get rid of you motherfuckers. Dumbass. That's exactly what you are, my brother, because the reason why the prices are so high are because of Trump. Okay? And believe me, he trying to get rid of us too. Anything that any living being that is not Caucasian. Okay? If you're not white, he want to get rid of your ass. He want to get rid of the ones that look white, but still from a whole nother damn country. He got his people and his flunkies, Johnson and all of them, and Hexstaff or whatever the name is. Hey, he has all of the administration standing behind him, yielding as if they are mutts. Okay? So what makes you think that he really cares about who he makes disappear? In a minute, this man is going to have his Proud Boys and paying people that's the same skin color as us coming for us. Hey, that's all aid. I'm going to back off right now. But I shall return. Hey, how you doing, Timothy? Yeah. Man accused of throwing concrete. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. And I'm going to wrap it up and say this right here. Look, not all of us are able to even get out to protest. Not all of us have the mouthpiece to get the word across to another person. Not all of us have, the ability to pick the phone up. Or, look. But the ones that do, y'all, we can definitely do better. Okay? Seriously. Do better. I have lots of health issues. I really do. But none of them are taken away from me as far as stopping me. Now, like I said, I'm good with speaking, but I will never ever waste my time, my tongue on a person that is unwilling to want to be educated, unwilling to want to be informed. Never again. I was trying to tell a friend about Trump. Is not a friend, but a person that I know. Like, okay, please step up off of Trump. He ain't no good. I say, he's about to cut food share, Medicaid, Medicare, or what? He's about to cut all assistance. Okay. He says, oh, he wouldn't do that to us. What is wrong? People, we need to start loving ourselves, okay? That comes from being okay with being ignorant, okay? Don't ever be okay with knowing less. Don't ever be okay with just not using your ears. When you know that a whole person is telling you something, and I'm telling you to read up on it, I'm sending you information, and there's nothing that's going to hurt you. It actually even makes sense because you know what? Damn, I said this shit what? I said it last year in October. That's right, last year. And then I told the person a little bit after the fool got got elected for president. And okay, thank you, Lord. We all are standing here, sitting and watching me right now. Is it happening or what, y'all? That big ass bullshit bill? Okay. It's taking place. I'm clairvoyant, but you know what? God also blessed me with a whole bunch of common sense. And I read. And I don't mind listening. I don't mind being knowledgeable as far as what's going on. I don't mind being informed, okay? You got to try to balance everything out, y'all. Do not waste your time on trying to inform the wrong people. That's my whole point, okay? And these Trumpers out here, they always say, "Oh, bring facts." Fuck them, okay? Fuck them. Because what they do is they ask for you to provide facts to them, and once you do it, it's like, whoop, they fly away. What happened to you? Right, exactly. It's because you already know. Not even that you already know what the deal is. You feel like you need to be kept. That's what cult people do. That's what people do that want to join a whole gang. They need to be protected. They need a confidant, okay? They need a protector out in the street. And I mean a gang out in the street. That's what they do. It's still the same thing to me. Joining a cult, okay? A cult and a gang, it's an organization. Somebody winning. Okay, and somebody losing in each gang and in each organization. Somebody losing, somebody winning. And you know what? It's always unfair. In a gang, you got your supposed to be master or whatever they call them, okay, the head person. And then you have your flunkies. Tell me, y'all, am I lying? Am I lying or not? Do y'all feel like it's the same thing or not? Timothy Morgan, hey, okay, do y'all feel like is there a difference between having a cult and joining a gang? Because a gang is to make you feel like you are protected and you're looking up to the higher person, okay? It is an individual. It is not God. It is not providing food for you. It's not providing anything for you whatsoever. It's all a psychological thing, all right? A cult does the same exact thing. Nothing different. So no need for me to repeat. Nothing different whatsoever. A cult has the higher being, a whole bunch of people up under them. Yeah. It's not like a job. Is it that I can't see the comments? Because I'm asking y'all, do y'all think that there's a difference between being in a cult and being in a gang? Yes or no? I'm asking y'all. So, like I said, so this new person that they're putting, my internet is very slow, y'all, so I'm sorry. So that this whole new person that they're trying to put in the higher Supreme Court, I'm really not, I really don't know much about it at all. I have been trying to de-stress, so kind of I'm trying to like not be into politics as much. You know, I need to balance it out. It's not healthy. But that's built for certain people, like, you know, who's up in there, except for Trump and in his administration. That was all an accident. Okay? Just like the devil was. The devil was also an accident. I'm just saying. I forgot what I was gonna say, y'all. But anyways, I can't even see, like, I can't see the comments. I see one, but not all of them. Maybe I need to use my computer or something now. But yeah, y'all, I hope that y'all already know that who's going to make it to Supreme Court, okay? Everything that this man sets out to do, it happens because it's already written for it to happen. So it's more like a book that has been written and it's called Project 2025. And they feel like it needs to truly play out. That's why so many people are have been hurt, you know, and taken away from everybody, their loved ones. Politics, this is so toxic. This is not politics. This is all really something else, y'all. Look, I say that I'm clairvoyant for a reason, and I was born like this from birth. So I went back and I looked at my videos. Oh my God. I went back and I looked at my videos anyway. And I'm sorry about that, y'all. And I swear, from over about maybe a year ago. So a lot of stuff is just like that I said from last year, a year ago, has already happened. So I don't have to actually say. Y'all can go to my YouTube channel, Marcella Shaw, and please, if y'all please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I need y'all to do this for me. I don't have a job. Okay, I would never ask y'all for money. Okay, I just, that's not my style. All right, so I will never ask y'all for money, but I am asking y'all to please take a minute out and go to my YouTube channel and go to Marcella Shaw YouTube. And it's right there on my page now with me wearing a scarf on my head. It's just a symbol that I like to use. I like to wear scarves as a fashion statement. It's an African thing, you know. To me, it is in my culture. All right, but anyways, I am American, but I'm just still saying my ancestors, they are African. All right, now since I cleared that up, can y'all please go to Marcella Shaw YouTube? I need subscribers. No, I do not have a job. And yes, I am having a hard time financially. Okay, I'm struggling financially. And all I want for my birthday really is to just live and be healthy. All right, I don't want money, but I need money. Okay, I got to be realistic. I need money. So in order for me to even monetize this page, I have to have people talking. I have to interact with folks and stuff like that, which I'm doing, and I'm trying to put out topics, you know, to interest my people, my viewers, to make, you know, have y'all come to me. So more of me from the past and stuff that y'all haven't seen. It is on YouTube, okay? I've been on a couple of shows. Also, it's called Open Minds with ending with the Z. Now, but everything is still on my channel. So if I'm able to get enough subscribers, I don't make money off of this page. No, I do not. I don't have enough people. That's why I'll be telling folks, do not come on here asking to have a personal conversation with me. Like, why? Okay, now I don't have I don't have family. I don't have friends. My family ain't shit. The ones that's alive. Okay, they are extremely toxic. I'm not gonna get into that, but I don't have that, and my friends are deceased. Okay, may they all rest in peace. So meaning I don't have a support system, y'all. Okay. I'm gonna open up like I really haven't to y'all before in a long time, since y'all have not seen my YouTube channel. No. So I don't have a support system or nothing. So it's just me and Booby. And that's how it's been for forever. Forever. That's how it's been forever. And I'm not exaggerating either. I've always had to do everything on my own. Okay? So, y'all, I'm tired. Okay? I look, this is what I like to do. I like to talk, but I like to also love, and I love to entertain also. Okay? So by me talking and finding topics that's going to interest y'all. YouTube, I'm talking to y'all now. My subscribers on YouTube, thank y'all so much. My new subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, just to see 2 new people on there got me excited. I'm not going to even lie, because that means that someone else likes what they hear. And so I look for more people to please subscribe to my channel. Y'all see this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I am struggling. I am trying to put more content out. I'm trying to put more videos out. I just started back, and I do promise to be consistent. Okay, because this is something that I like to do. For me to get out there and do physical work right now is not something that I really want to do And people wonder, like, okay, why do you have PTSD? I have post-traumatic stress disorder. And then they say, oh, well, that's for people that's been to war. What war you done fought? I said, well, in my childhood and growing up and stuff, I've been through a lot. I've been through hell. Everything with me started when I was a baby. I was, been through a lot, y'all. As far as the raping, the beating, and stuff like that went on in my life, it took over me. It took over me when, how old was I? When I did not realize that anything was really wrong with me, really, until I was 19. I was 18, 19. One of them was taking a walk on a beautiful day. And, I was good. I thought I was good until I got off of a bus. I remember this like it was yesterday. I got off of the bus and it felt like everything just left me. It felt like I was floating. That's what it felt. I know this girl is hot. It felt like I was floating in the air, and I had my daughter on the side of me. I was actually now since this is why I went to this is why I studied psychology, because I knew after that right there I was going to be on a journey for the future. I was having a panic attack. Yeah, I was having an anxiety panic attack. So that right there, when you have PTSD and been through lots of trauma, that right there is that's going to make you susceptible to being, having more disorders. And anxiety is something that usually comes with PTSD. Like when I was 4 or 5 years old, my brother, I'm the youngest out of 7. So yeah, I'm the baby. Did not have it easy. My brother used to take me outside. My brother Troy used to take me outside when I was about 5 and just stump me into the concrete until blood was on the concrete. Nobody stopped him. Nobody. My sister would come home and see me disfigured, and my mother just kept me out of school instead of taking care of him. She would get mad, but my sister, I don't know. She wasn't at home too much, but I didn't have a protector. I put it like that. Okay, so this is where my PTSD comes from. And when I say I've been through a lot, going through so much at a young age, those people just really tried to continuously beating up on me as I got older, though. I just thank God that it's no more. It's one thing about being a grown adult is that I have say so. So, and you have a voice. You're supposed to have a voice when you're a child also. That's something I truly believe in. So, it trickled into PTSD and then the doctors. If you ask me, they didn't know much about PTSD. Then they say, oh, well, I had this one lady tell me, oh, well, yes, they did. I said, no, they didn't. She didn't know my age. So that right there made it kind of look stupid because they did not know much about PTSD in the 90s. That's when my father had passed and everything. And I buried him by myself on the bus, raising my daughter, living with my ex-husband. looking for a place to live. That's why I said that it didn't stop right there. Now, trauma can happen to people in many different ways. Trauma can come from being raped, beaten. It can come from going through a fire. That's still trauma, y'all. It can come from having a car accident. It's still trauma. Stuff like that is going to give you an anxiety. And then it may give you anxiety disorder. So that right there is something that when you are in a situation that's so toxic, that is also trauma. Okay, so because of everything that I grew up in was such turmoil, I thought it was okay. So I brought myself a lot of heartache because I truly didn't know no better, y'all. It's a lot of us that just don't know no better. And believe me, y'all may think I'm a little cute and stuff like that, and that cuteness gets you this, gets you that. It does not. Okay? It don't. My sister always called me spoiled. How? How was I ever spoiled, Sherry? How? Really, how was I ever spoiled? When we got grown, Mama took you where you needed to go. I had to walk and catch the bus. No matter if I was sick, broke down, I couldn't walk for a while and all that. Never got a ride, not one time. How is that? Where did the spoiledness come in at? I took care of my sister's child when I was 6 for a whole year, damn near, until the father took the baby away. Okay, so I laugh, I smile to not feel a whole different other type of way. Yeah, but basically, I started psychotherapy when I was in my 20s. That was 30 something years ago. That's right. So I graduated from lots of stuff. I really did. So that's why people, when I talk about this, they wonder, oh, why are you not crying? Because I dealt with these emotions. I dealt with this 30 some years ago. I'm dry. I'm not cold. I'm dry. I'm not fixed. I am tired. Dry. Okay? Y'all, dry is the word. God blessed me to still even look the way I do. My face got cut up and I had 32 stitches in my face. I've been shot, but that didn't turn me into a hateful person. Y'all remember one of my videos? I was going through one of my changes and stuff like that, having a real bad day is what it's called, about maybe 3 months ago. And I did a video and I was like, if it's anybody that should be mad, it should be me. That's what I said. And you know what I'm telling and I'm opening up and I'm pouring out to y'all. So next time a person want to talk to me and they say, oh, well, I want to pour my world out in front of the world. Okay, you know what? Well, I did it. I'm not telling you to do it, but still, I'm doing it now. So, okay, y'all. Don't ever be embarrassed of your history. Only be embarrassed if you continuously like making the same bullshit mistakes. But we don't need that, okay? Yeah. We don't need that. I kind of forgot what I was saying, though. I kind of forgot what I was saying. What was I saying, y'all? What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about the stitches. And then I moved on from there just to say, okay, psychotherapy, okay. You know what? I graduated from that. My memory is really doing good right now. I graduated from there to be where I'm at right now so I can take back off again. This ain't nothing but the higher power, okay, the Spirit of God really that's working inside of me. Because I got out of a situation where I was living at, low income. They are nasty. They are trifling, okay, people. And that took me up under for a minute, and I came back, but I came out like, who? Nothing but God. Now, I graduated to be here, to be okay. That's what I mean. When I say I graduated to be here, I graduated to overcome, to be a testimony, to be okay. One of my friends, may he rest in peace, Pooh, he said, you know what, Marcy, he called me Marcy. It's okay. You can call me Marcy sometime. But, he said, I'm surprised that you are not like crazy running up and down the street. He said, because of the shit that you telling me. Okay, anyways. When I was having treatment, this was not, one thing I love about life is that when I mess up, I can't fix it. When I was being treated, meaning I did no medicines, okay? I was actually going to study and to be a dental assistant at the time. And I graduated, y'all. I graduated on time. I graduated to be the teacher. You hear me? Proud of myself. I graduated to be the teacher of dental assisting. That's right. I taught epidemics. I was doing the teaching left hand and the right hand. I did that. Okay, y'all. I'm proud of myself. I am. Look. So look, just to hear my story, y'all, please do be empowered. I got to get me some water. Jeez. Be empowered. Be okay. I'm okay. I'm good with a person trying to shoot me down because I'm currently unemployed right now. Maybe I don't feel like I'm mentally, able to actually go out there and be okay without going off on somebody because see, I just went through an ordeal. All right. I just went through an ordeal with the job. And that boss told me, I need to go find my happy place. I quit. Okay. I didn't, it was a mutual decision to where I brought it up and I was like, hey, you want me to quit? He said, yeah. Oh my God. And I told him because any boss would have been fired me. I put it like that. This guy, he had so much respect for me and, I so appreciate him for that because it was just his other other employees and they was something else. Didn't want to work and then got mad at me because I did. But okay, I'm going to go back to my YouTube channel. I would rather do this, something I love, okay, doing. It's not that I have the tools to help people financially because I don't. Okay, y'all? I don't have no money. I'm barely making it. I put it like that. Put that barely in a capital B. I have someone that, helps me when they can. But other than that, nah, I'm on my own, okay? So go back to YouTube channel. I do need y'all to subscribe to my channel, yo. Because this is something that I can do all day. I like this just like I like food, just like I like to exercise. I'll put it like that. Just like I love to love, okay? But I don't have financials. I'm not financially stable to help anyone, not even include myself. So this is the only way I kind of see a way out for myself. And of course, I'm going to do what I need to do in order to survive. But this is something that I like. I'm so tired. So tired, y'all, of doing stuff that I hate, that I despise, that I dread doing. Yeah, dread. meaning I have anxiety and panic attacks before I even get there. That's a struggle. If you have PTSD, believe me, it's going to be a struggle to work at a job that you hate. You're going to struggle. At nighttime, you're going to be not going to be able to sleep. Before you go, you're going to have maybe about 10 panic attacks, compulsive sweating, and, just try to just be okay with the breathing. Because that's what I go through. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, y'all do. I appreciate it. I'm not looking for anyone to reach out and do it right away. But, y'all, my page is right there. All you have to do is actually hit the link and it'll take you right over to YouTube. I don't have my link yet because they want you to pay for it. So I got to look a little bit more into that as far as having my link to take you directly to my website, okay? I got to get a URL. I think they still call it that. Anyways, y'all, thank you for coming in and listening to me and hearing my life story, basically. Excuse me, some of it anyways, So, y'all reach out to me on YouTube. And I will see y'all on my next video, my next live, whenever that's going to be. It's not going to be long. Because like I said, this is something that I really like to do. And I was so depressed before and beat myself up. I'm up out of that. And I plan on staying up out of it. It's okay to visit something, but just don't visit too long. You stay just as not welcoming. Y'all know what I mean? All right. Y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all soon. Good night.